What's up, beautiful people? Today is a little bit of a sad day because we say goodbye to Hanna, and that also means we move on from Sandakan, which means we say goodbye to our beautiful, luxurious hotel room and this crazy nice view over here. It's 6 AM, but we've got to head to the airport, so a little bit tired.
Terima kasih.
Thank you. Look at these beautiful early morning sunrise colours. That is what we like. Pagi. Terima kasih. So today, Mum and I are heading to Kota Kinabalu, and then from there we're heading back on to Kuching, and that is because we loved it so much there and we just felt like we could do with spending a few more nights there. We felt like we definitely had more time to spend there, but unfortunately that means that we are saying goodbye to this little one right here because she's heading back to Kuala Lumpur, because then from there she flies home for university, right?
Yeah, on the same day I get back.
So she flies back, and then as soon as she lands she drives straight to university and has to attend class straight away. But yeah, so it's a little bit of a sad day. It's exciting because Mum and I are heading back to Kuching and we're stoked because we love it there, right?
Super excited, yeah.
And yeah, I feel like we definitely wanted to spend a little bit more time there. It was just so nice, but it's gonna feel strange travelling in Borneo without this one right here. Have a safe flight home. Love you, dudes. Terima kasih. Love you. Pagi. Cruising along to Kota Kinabalu now, and we chose this side of the plane, the right side of the plane, because if the weather's good you can see Mount Kinabalu, but there's this very thick layer of clouds, so I don't think we'll be able to see the mountain today, which is a shame because it looked awesome last time we saw it from the airplane. And so we have just landed at Kota Kinabalu. Unfortunately, this time we're not going to be staying in the city. It's a shame. I think had flights and our timings and things worked out a little bit differently, we'd have liked to stay at least a few more nights and things, because we'd like to have gone and seen like around the area of the mountain and done some stuff around there. And also I think we'd have liked to actually make it across to the islands. Unfortunately, because of like illness and also just like having to sort out things with our Airbnb, we didn't really manage to do all that much. We explored a little bit here when we were here a week or so ago, but we didn't really manage to do so much.
How are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you? Bagus sekali. Terima kasih. Terima kasih. We are back in Kuching. Feels good to be back. Little river view still over there. We are back in the Tune Hotel where we stayed in Kuching when we were here last time.
Fort Margarita. Fort Margarita.
Yeah,
Yes.
perfect.
$1 each, yes?
Yeah.
1, 2. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. So we're just jumping on to the boat that goes across the river here in Kuching. It's something that we didn't do last time we were here. So it's one ringgit each, and then it takes you across, and we're going to Fort Margarita today. Hey. Very short ride, just literally like 1 minute across. He pulled the engine on for like a few seconds to get enough go to go across the river, and then we're here. Great stuff. Hey.
Hi. Hello. Hi.
Hey.
This is a fish. Hello. Hello.
So to get to Fort Margarita, I think it is, not Fort Marguerite, I think I might have said before, we have to just walk up through this like little, almost villagey kind of area.
What's that there?
Hey.
I had to say very hot yesterday.
Oh yeah, how do we say very hot in Malay?
Sangat panas.
Sangat panas?
Yes.
Sangat is very and
Yes.
panas is hot, right, okay, cool.
Sure. One person 20, so there will be 40.
Perfect, there we go.
Okay, thank you.
Maxi.
Sama-sama. And here's your ticket. I'll give you your change.
Perfect, thank you so much. So we've just arrived at the Brook Gallery, which is in Fort Margarita, and basically it's to learn about the history of Sarawak and its peoples and the white Rajas that came. So we're just going to learn a little bit about that, walk around, check out all of the exhibits. But it was 20 ringgits to come in here, so a little bit less than £4 right now, and fingers crossed we're going to learn a lot. So this is Sir James Brooke. He came over from England in the 1830s. He arrived in Borneo in 1839, and at that point it was ruled by the Sultanate of Brunei, but it had been like attacked by pirates and there was rebellion against the Sultanate. He was the one to forge like a crazy bond with the people of Sarawak and basically create the state as it is today. So he arrived on this ship, well, not actually that ship, that's a model, but he arrived on that and he'd purchased it with money that he'd inherited from his father. and then he came over and basically changed the course of Sarawak's history. In the early 1800s, the northwest of Borneo was ravaged from pirates coming across from the southern Philippines and also the headhunter tribes from other areas in Borneo. On top of that, Brunei was like exercising control over the area and charging the local populations like high taxes and things, which was leading to rebellions, which basically meant that when Brooke came over in 1839, it wasn't in the most stable of ways. Brooke's arrival in 1839 offered the Sultan's special emissary a solution, and basically they said you could have governmental control over the region if you put down the rebellions. James Brooke subsequently did that and then established a national anthem and a flag to create a distinctive sense of identity for Sarawak. There's not enough time to adequately go into the history of Sarawak in this video, but essentially 3 generations of the Brooke family ruled and governed Sarawak, and it's evident from all of the different things that we're seeing and reading here that what bound all of the generations together was a love for Sarawak and an understanding of it as well. And I think that's super important, and I can definitely recommend, if you are here, to come to the Fort Margarita, because it's just a really good place to come to learn the history of Sarawak itself and why the state has become what it is today. And after learning the incredible history of this state, you can be rewarded with this view. Oh yeah. We are back in the hotel. Already managed to make a little bit of a mess of the room, as you'd probably expect from me by now. But it feels really strange to be especially back in Kuching, but just travelling here without Hanna. Definitely missing her a lot. But still had a really nice day today, exploring Kuching a little bit more and delving into the history of Sarawak, which is something that we hadn't really been able to do because we wanted to go to the museum here before, but it's shut at the moment. But going over to Fort Margarita definitely provided like such a nice backdrop and such a nice sort of history to the area, and it's good to know that. And I think although I couldn't include as much of it as maybe I'd have liked in this video, because otherwise it would be so long, I definitely recommend that if you're at all interested in the area or in Asian history, you should definitely look it up, because it's super important to have an understanding of this area and of Sarawak itself. Right now we're probably going to head down to, there's something called a mooncake festival that goes on for a few nights, I think, every year here. I'm not quite sure. We just walked past it just now and it looked like there was a lot of very nice looking food. So I think I'm gonna finish this one up here, but probably make a video from the mooncake festival, and I'm gonna try and get that one out. It might be out before this one. If so, I hope you enjoyed it, or you can go and watch it now. But it might just be coming out after this one. I have no idea. But anyway, I am going to finish this vlog up right here, so thank you so much for watching. Big love. It feels good around here.